Hi everyone, I'm Dalen, the Campus Internship Coordinator here at AU, and today we're going to be talking about student employment and how to leverage your experience as a student worker into an internship or job. So in a previous video, I talked a lot about the NACE competencies and how those soft skills are going to really help elevate you and make you more marketable in an internship and job search. And so now we're going to talk about those individual competencies and give examples of how you can prove those in your resume, cover letter, and in an interview. So we'll start with your resume. So I kind of gave some example bullet points to show a couple competencies. So for career and self-development, which again is showing the skill of wanting to grow and learn in your career and in kind of your personal experience. So you could just say on your resume, learned various tasks and responsibilities in the dining hall. But that's not very specific. That doesn't show the result. That doesn't show the skill that is related to. So instead, you could say you proactively sought opportunities to learn new roles within the dining hall, including food preparation, customer service, and inventory management to enhance professional skills and adaptability. So you see here, it's specific about what you did. You sought opportunities, how you did it to learn new roles with the dining hall with food preparation and customer service and inventory management. And then the result was to enhance professional skills and adaptability, which is related to career and self-development in that you are growing in your skills and you're growing in your adaptability skills, showing that you're just wanting to grow in that role in the dining hall. And then another example for equity and inclusion could be instead of just saying that you welcomed guests and monitored the weight room, you're more specific in that you fostered an inclusive and welcoming environment by assisting individuals of diverse backgrounds and fitness levels, ensuring access to equipment, and providing guidance tailored to the needs and goals of those that you worked with. So again, we have kind of the result, which was ensuring access to equipment and providing guidance. What you did, you fostered an inclusive and welcoming environment, and how you did it by assisting individuals of diverse backgrounds and fitness levels. So here is a really good example of how you're incorporating keywords like diversity, seeking opportunities, learning new roles. You're really working in words that are related to those skills because we know employers want those skills and want to be able to see them through the tasks that you did. So now for an example of your cover letter, you could say, if you're wanting to kind of demonstrate critical thinking, you could say, as a student worker in the library, I consistently utilize critical thinking to streamline operations and enhance user experiences. For example, I identified a recurring issue with misplaced books in high traffic areas and implemented a categorization system that reduce reshelving errors. Additionally, I regularly assist patrons in navigating complex research databases, analyzing their needs to provide tailored resources efficiently. These experiences have honed my ability to assess problems, develop effective solutions, and contribute to a well-functioning, resource-rich environment. So here, I know this sounds like a lot, but really all they did is they started out by saying that the skill that they possessed and grew in that job using critical thinking skills. They gave a couple examples of how they did that. And then they wrapped it up with the fact that it honed their ability to assess problems, develop effective solutions, and contribute to a good resource-rich environment. So again, we have the skill, the examples, and then wrapping it up with kind of the results and what that led to. Another example for professionalism could be saying, as a student worker in the Office of Financial Aid, I've developed a strong commitment to professionalism and excellence in service. In this role, I manage sensitive financial information with discretion, ensuring compliance with confidentiality standards while addressing student inquiries with clarity and respect. By maintaining a positive and composed demeanor during high-pressure situations, such as peak application periods, I have successfully contributed to a welcoming and efficient office environment that supports the needs of our diverse student body. So again, they started with the skill, commitment to professionalism. They gave examples of how they did that, managing information with discretion, and maintaining a positive and composed demeanor. And then they wrapped it up with the fact that they successfully contributed to a welcoming office environment that supports the needs of the student body. So it sounds like a lot, but really it's just skill, example, wrapping it up. And same with the resume and the cover letter, you can use ChatGPT to help with this. You can kind of give a baseline resume bullet point of what you did, or a baseline example of something that you did for your cover letter, and then ask it to kind of elaborate on that and show you how to show impact or result or make the examples more specific. And it can really help you flesh these out and so that you're really showing the skill that you gained from that experience. So now we'll talk about how to show these skills in an interview. So a very common question that you could get would be, what kind of leadership experience do you have? And similar to the cover letter, you would just introduce the job that you had. In the mailroom, I oversaw package intake process during the holiday season, which is the busiest time of year. Setting the scene, you notice there were delays. So you're talking about the problem that you saw. You took initiative. You trained student workers on the new process, ensuring everyone understood their roles, and then you saved a lot of time. The result, this experience taught me the importance of clear communication, delegating responsibilities, and staying calm under pressure, all of which are key leadership skills. So again, setting the scene, giving examples of what you did, showing the result of that you saved a lot of time, and then wrapping it up with the skill or the competency of leadership again. And then similarly with technology, maybe you're asked, describe a time when you effectively use technology in your role. So we're going to set the scene. As a peer tutor in Academic Support Center, I regularly use educational technology to enhance the tutoring experience. And then we come into our example of using Zoom and Microsoft Teams to conduct virtual tutoring sessions. And then you talk about a problem, again, so a challenge that you faced. And then to address this, what you did. You incorporated interactive tools like screen sharing, annotation features, and collaborative whiteboards to break down difficult concepts. Another example, you introduce students to free online resources such as citation generators and grammar checkers. This role not only sharpened my technology skills, but also taught me to adapt tools to meet individual learning needs effectively. So again, setting the scene, giving examples, showing a problem that you came across, how you improved it, and then wrapping it up with the skill. Again, it's kind of like a sandwich of setting the scene with the skill, ending it with the skill, and then doing details and examples and the problem that you solved in the middle. And again, ChatGPT can help with this. You can give it examples of things that you did, ask how it related to technology, or ask how it related to leadership, ask how you can explain that thoroughly. You can maybe even come up with your own response yourself and then put it back in ChatGPT to ask how to kind of make that more clear. Just ask for any feedback on how to demonstrate that skill in the best way possible. So that's all I have today, just showing you again how you can emphasize the skills, articulate the skills that you already have or that you're growing and developing in your on-campus job, and then how to use those to leverage your way into a job or internship, whether it be on your resume, on your cover letter, or in an interview. And then again, I just wanted to point out, checking out the Student Employment Brightspace Shell, which will be available this fall and spring with more resources and opportunities for you to learn about the NACE competencies and how they relate to your student worker job. Thank you.